upsetting it might be to look at your flow and realize that you may not be able to retire in 2 years.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of The Dave Show. We've got a pretty good one today, but before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors today. They are at Lisa S. I'm not sure, but it's lisas.426. Thank you very much. And we cannot forget at crazyoldman-com, all capital letters. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for your generosity and thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it, and it helps keep me going to produce this content. And I hope both of you have a great day today. And to everyone out there, a belated Happy Liberation Day. So let's get to it. Let's get on with the show. Let's do it. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. As I think we all know, yesterday was Liberation Day. I don't know if it's going to be an official like holiday. It's probably going to be like a quasi-official holiday. I don't know. But anyways, President Trump was out there talking about Liberation Day, and he will be getting into tariffs because he dropped a bunch of those yesterday as well. But hey, check this out.
April 2nd, 2025 will forever be remembered as the day American industry was reborn. For decades, our country has been looted, pillaged, raped, and plundered by nations near and far, both friend and foe alike. This is one of the most important days, in my opinion, in American history. It's our declaration of economic independence. Production at home will mean stronger competition and lower prices for consumers. This will be indeed the golden age of America. Trade deficits are no longer merely an economic problem. They're a national emergency that threatens our security. You see the numbers. The numbers are so disproportionate. They're so unfair. At the same time, we will establish a minimum baseline tariff of 10%. I call this kind reciprocal. To any company that objects to our common sense reciprocal tariffs, again, reciprocal, back and forth, back and forth. And I call this kind reciprocal. This is not faux reciprocal. This is kind reciprocal.
So as most of the country celebrated Liberation Day, there were definitely those on the left, of course. The Dems had a completely different take on what was going on in Washington and throughout the rest of the country. Take a look.
This is not Liberation Day, it's Recession Day.
It could be Obliteration Day.
Big old fat tax day.
Recession Day.
It's a day of chaos and cost increases.
Liberation from low prices, yeah.
As most of the left are poo-pooing the tariffs and saying that they're not going to work, it's going to destroy the country, it's going to wreck the economy, and it's going to absolutely implode the whole entire world. But some think it's going to work, and apparently it's starting to do its job already because Canada is now singing a completely different tune than what it was just a few days ago, actually. So let's take a look.
Is it Liberation Day? I call it Termination Day.
I think it's fair that you have tariffs on a whole number of products.
That's right. And we'd be willing to take those off tomorrow if he took all the tariffs off. We are not the problem.
Does President Trump know that you'd be prepared to do that?
He knows, and Secretary Lutnick knows that we're willing to take these tariffs off like in the next minute if he said he's taking their tariffs off.
Well, good old Spartacus is at it again. He now holds the record for the longest speech given in Senate history. And of course, all of the Democrats and libs are just giddy like little girls at a sleepover about what he did, although there were no bills that he was trying to filibuster. He was just simply up there talking. Now, I will give him credit. It is not an easy thing by any means to stand up there. I think it was like 25 hours or something and change. Look, that's a long time to apparently not be able to go to the bathroom and apparently not be able to sit. So did he talk the whole entire time? No, because he conceded his talking time to members that were there. And then they gave these long, elaborate speeches, and they tagged a question at the end of it so that it was legal within the rules of whatever he was doing. But still, I give him credit. It takes a lot of endurance to do that. So good for you, Booker. You are, and also I just want to add that the Democrats are also touting that this Booker, being a black gentleman, beat the previous record holder. What's his name? Thurman. Anyways, he was the super old racist KKK guy that previously held the record. So of course they're like, oh my gosh, this black man. And the previous record holder, he gave his filibuster. I guess it was against the civil rights back in the day. Anyways, so they're trying to cling on to whatever they can. But just take a look. Let's check it out.
I'm going to deal with some of the biological urgencies I'm feeling. Well, I'm physically not in the best shape, but I am emotionally just feeling really fed right now. And I'm feeling it now, and it's the first time I ever did an interview with you where I got to sit down.
So there are now a lot of books that are coming out that are totally throwing Biden under the bus, and the administration, and quite frankly, the mainstream media that helped cover up the absolute decay of Biden over the last few years. So anyways, here's a clip of some of the things that they they said about Biden and how awesome he was. And this is the best version of Biden. And of course, they're now like trying to deny that this ever happened. It's a big mess. And it's something that the libs and the Dems have to own, and they have to somehow take fixes. I don't know, for them to move on, right? This is an open wound that is going to fester for a very long time. But check out what the mainstream media had to say about Biden back during his presidency.
You look at Joe Biden, he exercises every day.
There are some people who are at their best in their 80s.
Nancy Pelosi.
My mom was using a chainsaw.
As sharp as anybody. He's far beyond cogent. F you if you can't handle the truth. The best Biden ever.
So it is hysterical watching these media people totally backpedal, and they're like, oh, no, that's actually not the way it happened. Like, we totally knew that he was in decline, and it was just inevitable that, whatever. It's so stupid. There's no way they can get out of this unless they just completely, admit that, yeah, we were part of the cover-up and are bad, and something needs to happen, right? I don't know what it is, but this is so pathetic. Take a look.
We always look back in retrospect and think things were a certain way, just because it's the way the media at the time defined it. I remember after Biden's shockingly bad presidential debate, that's when the history books were starting, you could just see that was going to be the reason why he was pushed out of the race and he was doing badly.
I think we all know by now that Wisconsin kind of let down America just a little bit yesterday when they, or 3-2-1. I think we all know that Wisconsin let down America during that election with the judge. But there was some good that came out of it with their constitution being amended for legal voter ID, which apparently cannot be changed or taken out at this point. So that new judge can't offer up some order or something saying that whatever. I don't know. But apparently it's locked in. And so that is a good thing. I just hope it's enforced, right? But of course, the Democrats are just, again, they're just giddy. Oh boy, we stuck it to good old Elon Musk because Elon went to Wisconsin to basically campaign for the Republicans to secure the 2 House seats that they will eventually lose. I think that it goes into effect at the midterm, but anyways, yeah, they're just all giddy about it. So they're such sore winners, and they're even more sore of a loser. So they're effed either way. I don't know. Check it out.
Elon Musk is humiliated in Wisconsin.
Huge defeat for Elon Musk, who, as we saw, personally went full cheesehead.
An outright rejection of Elon Musk.
The heat shield has melted.
Elon Musk has become a lightning rod.
It's definitely a referendum on Musk. He has lost more money in Tesla stock than you can imagine.
Musk is exactly what we need in order to generate a good, positive turnout in November.
All right, we're pretty much done with the news, and now for the nuts. So this is a clip of modern art. Like, I don't really understand. It is so ridiculous, so retarded. This has to just be like some sort of money laundering thing that's going on at some level, because none of this stuff makes any sense. And anyways, it's kind of a long clip if you want to just skip through it. I think it's like about 3 minutes or something. But if you want a good laugh at what the left is doing with their free time, take a look. We'll discuss some comments, see what everyone else is thinking about it after the clip. All right. Modern art is art for the brainwashed, for the brainwashed mind. Yes. I don't see how it could be anything else. I mean, occasionally you get that little nugget where it's like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool. That was a little cool. That was a little different. It was a lot different, but it was kind of cool. But most of this stuff is just, what the F is going on, right? Oh, boy. Their pronouns are fake and phony. Okay, I guess, yeah. It's disturbing. Most of it really is. Really is. Modern art is acting like a 5-year-old and getting paid for it because it's all money. It's all a money laundering. Laundering? Is it a laundering? Scheme for tax evasion. Either way, yes, it has to be. It has to be all rolled up into these NGOs and all that kind of stuff. My gosh, this is ridiculous. It's retarded money laundering. That's what I said. Thank you, dumpster fire aficionado. Thank you. It is really sad that identity politics has completely dominated the Democratic Party, and it has for years. And it is astounding that these people can make literally anything racist so that they can throw down that coveted race card at a moment's notice and play the victim. I don't know. If this makes sense to you, let me know in the comments, because it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm not apparently, you know, I'm not a black woman. There's no apparent about it. But check it out. It's an eye roller.
Same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet, than our white women counterparts. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
Food is racist. How? How is food racist? That doesn't make any sense. These people. I mean, there's a reason why RFK said certain vaccines and even COVID targeted certain groups of people more than others. Yeah, and I think there's actual documentation. I don't know about the vaccines, but I'm pretty sure I saw something about the COVID, how they targeted certain groups. And apparently now there's this like super cancer or something that's popping up in young people across the nation, and they're linking it to having had the vaccine and the boosters, which the young people, they weren't even really affected by COVID. They should never have even have had those shots. Just let the herd effect, where just one person gets it, then a whole bunch of people get it, and then in a very, very short amount of time, it's done. Its efficacy is done, which is what we should have just let happen in the first place. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, right on. Okay. Different people are different. Crazy. Yeah. Thank you. Nunya? Every time idiots like this speak, they set race relations back a few years. Well, the Appalachian podcast, you are correct, but I think it might be more than just a few years. So she is giving herself an excuse? Exactly. That's all it is. It's the never-ending, always used victim mentality that the left have. They just wrap it around themselves like a warm blanket, and it's just so cozy and comfortable. Oh, boy. Check out this lawyer that is actually claiming, I mean, I guess this is a legitimate interview, but this lawyer is actually claiming that there are no men playing in women's sports. And I think it's all a matter of semantics on his part, but I'm pretty sure, you might not agree with me, but I'm pretty sure he is a she, and she is trying to mansplain about how no men are in women's sports. Anyways, it's crazy. Take a look. We'll discuss.
The policies that are claiming that transgender women in sports are men are wrong. The president is lying when he says that there are men impersonating women and participating in women's sports. There are no examples of men impersonating women that I am aware of. And it is incorrect to refer to transgender women and girls as men and boys. And what these executive orders do, what these laws do, is open the door to sex-based police.
ACLU lawyer, there are no cases of men in women's sports. So like I said, I think, I mean, I know, and I'm going to say she, because it's totally a chick. I don't care what you say. I'm going with that. But I think she is just basically, in her mind, a trans woman is a woman. So in her reality, technically, there are no men playing in women's sports because all men that identify as a man or as a woman is a woman, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, let's keep going. Is this a woman? Yeah, I would bet my life on it that is a woman, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it in my book. All right. It's happened in the high school level and college level, so why is this lawyer lying? Like I said, I think she's just playing with words, as all lawyers do. No offense against the good lawyers out there. The language is extremely specific here. Okay, I think this is going what I was talking about. There are no men impersonating women. Okay, because this person believes trans women are identical to biological women. Okay, this is exactly what I was saying, right? So I think we're all in agreement here. What she's really, the game she's playing. This lawyer was saying that there are no instances that she is aware of men participating in women's sports. But let's take a look at this clip and see what the people have to think about it. All right, take a look. It's pretty obvious.
Come on, Kelly!
Yep, no men here. Just the fastest woman in human history bringing her talents to a random high school track meet. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. It's just, and really it's sad for the ladies. I tell you, but this will change in time, for sure, for the better. All right, just to drive the point home thoroughly, we're going to take a look at a fencer that you might have heard of over the last day or two. She was in a tournament, and she came up against a man. Let's see what happens. Check it out. Her name is Stephanie Turner. She's a brave girl. Yes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Response, 3, 2, 1. Her name is Stephanie Turner, and she was 3, 2, 1. Her name is Stephanie Turner, and she has bigger balls than this man in woman. Oh, in woman face. 3, 2, 1. Her name is Stephanie Turner, and she has bigger balls than this man in woman face trying to compete with her. Okay, Stephanie. I mean, good for you. You did the right thing. And I think more of this needs to happen for it to start really turning the tide, So, and that coupled with, what Trump did with executive orders, it's going to take a little bit of time, but good for her. Good for you, Stephanie. You did the right thing for sure. Okay, it says, the weakest men compete with girls, the weakest minds celebrate it. Ouch. That's a slap in the left's face for sure. Very proud of this young lady. No girl or woman should be forced to compete with a male competitor. Yeah, shame on the freaking cowards at USA Fencing. Yeah, I don't understand why that well, I mean, if that guy that was fencing Stephanie wanted to compete, I mean, I'm assuming there's like a women's division and a men's division in fencing. Maybe that's an assumption too big on my part, but I would imagine that guy should have been fencing other guys. That seems like common sense. Firstly, he's not a biological man. He's an effing pussy. Gosh. All right, Tyler. Good, good point. And why, since President Trump has changed the law by executive order? Oh, okay. There should have been a comma there. Okay. And why, since President Trump is changed? Okay, this is just a bad sentence, but we get it. So President Trump gave the executive order, and this stuff should not technically be occurring anymore, but obviously it is. It's going to take a little bit of time for it to fully get out of the system, I think, and it's going to need to be enforced for sure from time to time, right? There needs to be consequences for doing this stuff. Otherwise, they're going to be, nobody's looking. We'll just slip it another dude and see what happens, see what other record we can strip away from the women. Boy. Sometimes you have to lose a battle to win a war. Man, that is like some serious art of war right there. I think it might actually be. But good, yeah, totally true though. Totally true. All right, my friends, that does it for news and nuts. But don't worry, of course, we have more crazy for you. Buckle up. You're about to enter the Lib Zone.
Cocoa powder into the milk, it appears to absorb it. However, cocoa powder is hydrophobic.
Damn it, now the liberals are going to try and cancel cocoa powder because it's hydrophobic.
Yeah, that kid or whoever made that video, that was very funny. It's hydrophobic, so the libs are going to be against it. So true. So true. Okay, so in the next clip, we're going to be seeing, we actually had in yesterday's episode, I'll put the link up above, there was a satirist, I don't know how to say it. Anyways, yeah, you could call her a comedian, but she was making a video, and this is actually the video she was making fun of.
I will no longer be associating with any white males of any kind. It does not matter if liberal or conservative. It does not matter what color hair or eyes. As long as the skin is white and it is a male, I will not be associating with it anymore.
So, anyways, let's check out the original.
Friendly reminder, as a white American woman, I will no longer be dating white men. I'm looking for anything other than a white man, okay? Just a heads up.
My red flag is that I don't trust religious people or people that believe in God. How am I supposed to respect the group of people who have dedicated their whole life to believing something unproven and trying to change the lives of other people based on that unproven thing? That makes for a very dangerous group of people. What you said is that you care more about feelings than facts, that you're willing to change your lives and impact the lives of other people solely based off of feelings and nothing more. There's nothing else in the world that we allow people to do that and we just believe that it's true. If I told you that I had a doctorate degree in psychology, but I could never prove to you that I had the degree, then I don't have the fucking degree. And it doesn't matter how many of my friends, how many other people also believe that I have the degree. Doesn't mean that the degree is real. Doesn't mean that I have a doctorate in psychology. Now imagine if I looked at you and I was like, okay, prove to me now that I don't have a doctorate in psychology. That's not how things fucking work. That's not how the burden of proof works. But that's what religious people do. You'll be like, there's no evidence of God. And then religious people will be like, well, I feel it, or prove to me that God isn't real. I don't have the burden of proof. You do. If I told you there was an invisible monster in my closet, I have to prove that. Religious people, this is what, I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Well, I'm really sorry, my friend. Obviously, there is a void within you, and it seems pretty obvious. I mean, you don't believe in God. God is not a part of your life. And it's not so much being able to prove it, although I think if you take an honest look around anywhere in this world, in this universe, like the evidence of God is all around us. His footprint, his thumbprint, whatever you want to call it, is everywhere. And it's not so much about proving if God exists, if Heavenly Father and Jesus, the Holy Ghost, or whatever it is that you believe in. It's not so much about proving it. It is about faith. And that's the thing that gives us hope in this world. And it's the thing that can help us carry us through tough times, and to have a looking forward to, you could say, to the next life, and that it will be a much better place, and hopefully we will have all endured this life with courage and with faith. Oh, gosh. Okay, settle down, lady.
How stupid can they be? At least 50% of them are using Airbnb. Isn't Airbnb part of Dodge too? He's one of the people. How many of them are going to stay next weekend at Airbnb? This is the most stupid group of people I've ever seen. What Elon Musk is doing for this country is saving it so people can have Social Security 10 years from now.
I believe you said they're going to have more.
What?
More Social Security. You just announced that.
Absolutely.
Ma'am, where are you from?
I'm originally from Israel, and my husband is from England.
Yeah, I'm from England,
We immigrated to this wonderful country 40 years ago, and we are proud American, and Elon is a proud American. He's saving this country, and these people are stupid. You know, each one of them, about a year ago, was driving their Tesla, their environmentally correct Tesla, you know.
Suddenly it's not environmentally correct.
Suddenly it's not environmentally correct to drive a Tesla. How stupid can you be?
Also, I'd like to add to this, the people who call Musk a Nazi have no idea what a Nazi is. A Nazi is somebody who tries to kill Jews.
You know who Nazis are. I'm Jewish. I know, but I can't.
I wasn't talking to you. Can I speak?
I don't know what Nazis are. Half these people are Jewish. I know. My family died in the Holocaust. So don't tell me I don't know what Nazis are. Who here knows what a Nazi is?
See, this is exactly what they try to do. They try to shut you down while you're making a few points.
Yeah.
But let me carry on. So first of all, Musk is a visionary. America is lucky to have such a talented guy as Musk. Also, the idea that he's cutting back down on government inefficiency and fraud. Clearly, there's a huge amount of... See, this is what they're like. Yeah,
they're shouting a disrupt song.
Yeah, they can't handle the fact that somebody's getting some facts out here.
So, sir, I'm going to give you a...
By the way, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these guys. Musk is. People should be very glad to have Musk here. He's a great guy. And these guys are pretty much crazies. I would say they're very, very crazy.
And you're an immigrant. They're shouting at an immigrant right now.
Yeah, I am an immigrant. I'm proud of America. And I'm proud of Elon Musk. He's a great guy. And the fact that he's doing this for no money at all, Musk is a hero for America. And if you listen to how these people behave and their wild accusations about everybody being a Nazi, you realize just how pathetic they are. That's all I have to say.
They're forming an angry mob around this immigrant right now.
I have no idea. No, that's a fact. I know for a fact that there's massive waste in the U.S. government.
So you think that curing cancer is a waste?
That's a nonsensical thing. You're just trying to throw it.
That's a fact.
There are millions of people who, for the government, I can guarantee you there'll be no delay in the cure for cancer. And by the way, what's this guy been doing for the last 20 years?
What? I agree. What the F? All right, that was some good theater kid performance, some good drama. I guess call it that. I don't even know what the heck they were talking about or what they were protesting about. I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this point because they're all just so dumb. It's all pointless.
Hi everyone, Congresswoman Delia Catalina Ramirez. I am on the Senate side today of the Capitol. I just walked out of the Senate floor thinking about a question that Senator Booker asked. When is enough enough?
Okay.
When will we understand that enough threatening to cut our Social Security, enough attempting to decimate Medicaid, enough attempting to take away people's ability to have health care, enough of using Homeland Authority to traffic and abduct people for daring to speak up for justice?
What?
Enough calling immigrants criminals because we want to use them as a token to be able to stoke fear in this nation against the very same people that created what's good about this nation? When is it enough for us to say that decorum doesn't matter if insurrectionists are able to come into this country and you can have an unelected billionaire literally trying to buy an election right now in Wisconsin? When is it enough for us to say that we cannot live in comfort and expect change in this nation? When is it enough for us to understand that traditions are not going to get us through the next few weeks, the next few years? When is it enough? When are we going to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror and say we are doing everything in our power to protect and stand up for our people? When is it enough? When are we willing to put ourselves on the line for our communities, for this country that we say we love, for the people that we love? You see, this weekend I spent time with my family, and you know what I heard from my mother? How this insurance company that I help pay into because she no longer is eligible for Medicaid, how they make it impossible for her to get health care. And we have a president that is doing everything he can to support the insurance companies to make it even more impossible for people to get health care. When is it enough that money and politics continue to control and influence what happens in this very same building, in the halls of Congress that were created to benefit and improve the lives of American people?
Wow.
Enough. We need more Cory Bookers in the Senate, and we need more courage in the House. And I am grateful what Senator Booker is doing in this precise moment, standing for hours and hours and hours at a time to say enough is enough. The American people expect us to get out of comfort and do everything in our power to stand up to the bullies, to the Elon Musk, to the Donald Trumps, and to every billionaire that demands and has taken from us. Enough is enough.
Oh my gosh, enough is enough with that speech of yours. My gosh. It is amazing that every single word out of her mouth was gaslighting the Americans who are listening to her, or anybody that's listening to her. Jeez, it is pure projection. And I'm sure she wouldn't complain if the billionaires were, you know, ponying up for the Democrats to get stuff done. And of course they are, because there's so much black money in politics, especially on the Dem side. But that's another issue altogether. But it is just amazing how they can just sit there, look you dead in the eye, look dead straight in the camera like I'm doing right now, and gaslight you. It's an art form, really, I guess. Not a great skill to have, but I guess you could put it on your resume. Yeah. All right, and this next clip is a perfect example of the sheep that are the liberals. They have no idea what they're out there for, what they're protesting, what they're chanting for. They just mindlessly start doing it if somebody else does it. This is pretty good, and it just shows how pathetic and really what an absolute theater performance all these protests are. And of course, we all know that most of these people are probably getting paid through some ways. I don't know, but anyways, check it out. It's interesting.
Yeah, so it is kind of interesting how the public perceives the law enforcement during a protest, right? It's not this isn't even an anti-law enforcement protest. It's an anti-Tesla, anti-corporate America protest. But for whatever reason, at some point,
these are our streets.
At some point, the public.
Whose streets? Our streets.
At some point, the public will.
Whose streets? Our streets.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Our streets. Whose streets?
And
our streets.
I'm going to say this with my whole chest.
Okay.
If your
Whole chest.
feminism does not include trans women,
Oh, it doesn't.
you're not a feminist.
Oh, phew.
You're a cunt.
Oh, man.
Get pink eye.
That's
Mega
worse.
Man.
Okay. Mega Man,
I know
yeah.
you're- Come closer.
Okay.
Come closer.
Okay.
Come closer, Mega Man. Come closer.
I'm coming
Come
closer.
closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
Okay.
I know you're feeling upset about these tariffs.
Yeah.
I know the burdens
Yeah.
bearing on your mind today.
It is. Yeah.
I know how upsetting it might be to look at your 401k and realize that you may not be able to retire in 2 years.
Oh, I wasn't actually thinking that, but.
Mega Man,
Yeah.
I told you this was coming.
Do I need to get in
I
close?
told you.
Yeah.
Trust in me.
Okay.
But you didn't trust in me, Mega Man.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You didn't trust.
I'm so sorry. Sorry about that.
And now look at where you are.
I'm screwed,
Look at where you are, Mega Man.
It's time for Dave's Detox. He's a cutie. He's saying ow? Oh no. That's glass. Oh gosh. I think we all know who's the guilty party. What is this? That's cute. Oh gosh. That would freak me out so bad. I don't know about you. That would make me feel uncomfortable. Yeah? Weird. Okay. Wow. Ravens are that big? I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh. Aw, look at this little monkey. Aw, he's taking care of a kitty. Oh, that's so awesome. Aw, good for you, monkey. Oh no, watch out. Hey there, buddy. What happened? Oh. Oh no. Oh no! Did he really? Oh, okay, he's just punking him. Nice. Her dog. That's genius. Oh no. What a little snot. Jeez. I wonder what it's looking for. Probably just likes the feel on its paws, you know, pulling that stuff down with shirts and stuff. What is this? Wow, it looks like they're merged. It's stuck. All right, so apparently this penguin is trying to put stones in there to make a nest, but he's failing like every time. Oh boy. That's cutie. I forgot. Hey there, buddy. What's up? See? All right, that last cat was pretty hysterical. The look of a shock and amazement on its face. It's funny. Well, listen, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please subscribe, like, share the video, slap that bell around so you know whenever I drop another video. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated, and of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.